What's up? Having some technical difficulties. I hope we're all well. Sorry I'm late. Can we all hear me? I got a yep from Sniper's Nightmare. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Was the stream working from before? That is the question. We are trying to get all sorted here. Me and Mrs. Otter are trying to figure this out. She said we weren't working. I don't know if I didn't click the go live button or something like that, but we're going to get right back into it. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody. Hopefully you can hear me. We got some yeps in the chat. We're all good to go, but you didn't get the stream because I honestly just did a 5-minute stream and nobody saw it, right? Nobody saw it. Tell me you didn't see it because I was going off. I was getting all excited. Shout out to you guys. Man, I'm sweating already. I got to turn the AC on. I was getting all excited, but guess what? Mrs. Otter, she's turning on the air conditioning, and she's out there holding the internet connection. Oh my God, technical difficulties. So let's look at this trend line. Whew, you sure you did. Oh man, I swear to you, I'm sweating. I was working. I said 5 o'clock. I'm running late now. Wow. Shout out to Kumis, shout out to Sniper's Nightmare, shout out to the people in the Discord, Phil X, all you guys out there making my dreams come true by being part of this channel. I appreciate you all. I'm currently in a long trade. Hope we're all doing well. I didn't even know. It's freezing there. It's 36 degrees in Australia. We're hot here. I'm still drinking coffee. Just got home from work. I got the kangaroo on the mug. You know, I'm getting domesticated. Shout out to all you guys. We're currently in a trade from 22,368, 86x leverage. We'll talk about how we got into this trade. Shout out to all you guys checking in on your laptops, on your tablets, all that good stuff. He needs those parts for the spaceship because he's going to outer space. But in Otter news, we got to go back to these charts. We got to check them out for you guys. And you can see this giant trend line that I've drawn here. And guess what? We are holding. Now, if I zoom into the 12-minute real quickly, we can see that the trade that I'm currently in. But we can also see this red trend line down below. Now, shout out to Kumis for taking that short, being brave, holding on to it, taking profits down here. Shout out to you. This is how we do. Join us in the Discord. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. You can join us in the Discord, and we're giving the trade setups all day long. I took this trade right now at work. We're currently in quite a bit of profit. We're enjoying this trade, but we'll talk to you more about this dump because guess what? We got a swift move, but it was definitely at the end of the trading day for people on New York time, right? So let's look at what we got here. Well, we got a clear sign of exhaustion coming up as that we had marked out on our chart. We came up to it. We barely touched it, got the double top, and it dumped on us, right? It dumped on us hard, right? We got the VWAP flip over here, and you can see that it dumped on us. Well, guess what? I took a long from here, got out here. Took a long from here, and now we're riding this up. Let's see where this goes. I'm currently in quite a bit of profit. Stop losses actually moved into profit as well. So we're letting this ride out. Hopefully, this can move up to 25K. Now, this is my hope. On the other, we're talking about before with the red dot has gotten printed, and we are currently curving over. The VWAP has kind of peaked. We can see the money is coming over as well, and we got the VWAP crossover. This can be a very dangerous sign. This can be bearish news, right? So we got to be careful down here, right? We have to be careful because obviously we've had this huge pump up, and we have to have a retracement at some point, right? How big the retracement will be, we have these prices on our charts for you guys to check out. So as we move closer to them, you might be ready and willing to jump into another long because we could get something along the lines of from up here, back down to here, and back up we go, right? So that's what we're going to be looking for. But right now, I'm made off of one trade. Last night, I was there to share it with him. Congratulations, Felix. Hope you're having a wonderful time out here in Australia. It's Australia Day. I'm going to have my first Australia Day tomorrow. It's going to be great. We're getting a boat on the harbour. A boat on the harbour. It's going to be wonderful. I'm excited. You know, I'm getting domesticated. But back to the charts. Let's check this out. So we got this 2-day red that you can see well, you can't see because the otter's in the way. We got to get the otter out of the way. Let's go over here, Mr. Otter, and let's zoom in a bit. And we can see that we're getting a little bit exhausted up here. We got a rejection zone up above. So let's go to the daily. Let's look at this. And we got this curvature coming over. But what concerns me too is that this money flow is very flat. It's very flat. It's not curved so much, right? So this can mean a continuation. That can turn up, right? That can turn up. But we got to be careful because we got the VWAP bouncing off the bottom of the 0 line now. We're going to look for the VWAP to curve back up for a continuation to the upside, right? So let's go down to the 18, the 12, and the 10. With that, we can see that money flow is starting to curl over. And the price looks like it's still flagging, and it's on all of these, and it's bouncing off the bottom. It's not able to cross to the upside, so be careful. Let's watch for a cross to the upside with the VWAP and possibly get a move upwards, right? This is something to be watching. I will be watching it. I will be sharing it with you guys in the Discord, and I will be sharing my levels with you guys along the way. Now, a lot of people are looking for a retracement back to this previous area here around 21K, right? This box right here. This is another area, right? If we draw an area around here. Well, at the top of this range, we do have a beautiful, beautiful level that we've pulled from before. If we go from the swing low to the swing high up here, we can see that it bounces right off this 236 retracement level, right? And then we also have the one behind it, the 382. Now, we will be looking for these retracements if they do occur. But currently, we are hoping for some higher prices because we're currently in a long, right? Or we can look for it to move back up to the top of the zone so that we can take a short, right? Now, where would the top of the zone be? Well, we've had that marked out for quite some time, and we also have a rejection zone off of there, but it's been respected. We've taken shorts and longs from these zones back and forth and made some nice profits throughout. And we've been given signals. We've been patient. We've been waiting, right? We waited quite a bit of time yesterday to take those shorts and add to our shorts. Didn't we out there, Otter Gang? We definitely did wait, but we definitely got into them, and we definitely took some profits, which is awesome because I love to see you guys crushing it in the Discord and sharing those levels. So shout out to you guys. It's all about community. It's all about you guys. You know, without you guys, there's no channel, right? I love you like no Otter. Right, we're out here. We ought to know better because right now we all sniping like sniper's nightmare out here with the golden gun. You know, we better be careful because we out here, right? So we're in this range. We came to the bottom of this range. Great area to short. Obviously, I took it, right? I even took it at work. I was on my lunch break, but guess what? It came up to the level and we were ready. So this is our range right now. This is where we're looking to trade top to bottom. If you don't know what the prices are, we'll look at the wicks of the candles. You can see that it's 23.2, 23.2 down to 22.3. So we got $1,000 range, which is very nice to trade with a bit of leverage. Some nice scalps we have been taking, so make sure to watch that. Now, we talked about this yesterday, this rejection zone with volume, right? So this 24K zone, if I zoom out here onto the 6 hour, I pulled a fixed range volume profile of this little range over here. You can see it's in, if you look to the right and you look to the left, you can see that we have this area over here. We pulled this volume over here. We got a new volume spike that comes across right here into our rejection zone, right? You can see the spike right here into our rejection zone. So that's another level that we gave to you guys. Just reconfirming that with you guys so you know that we do have a little bit of volume to work through in order to get up to this 25,000 area, right? Because right at 25K above it, there's a quick move all the way up to 28, 29K, right? So we know that we'll be moving really fast throughout this area up here. So we got to be careful, but we also got to watch because we did get quite a push downwards, right? We got quite a push downwards. So let's get into the lower time frames. Right now, for the 2 hour and the 3 hour, we see that we're starting to curve its way back up. We are getting a green dot trying to print on the 2 hour. Now, will this print? We have to wait until see if this is confirmed, right? On the 1 hour, we do have a confirmed green dot, but we do see a slight curve backwards, right? We do see a slight curve like this. So, and the VWAP is curving over. So we were looking for a bounce here, And we're also looking for this to continue as well upwards if we're going to see more upside, right? That's what we'll be looking for here. We can see that we're very oversold, and we're coming back up as well on the stochastics and the RSI here, right? So let's go down here. Beautiful entry, right? Like we do at the Otter Gang, right? We were waiting for this. We were actually looking for a little bit lower. I marked this out and shared it in the Discord because of this beautiful trend line here that we've popped off a couple times, that we were looking a little bit lower, but it did manage to enter in before that, just right here. So we are working our way back up, right? So let's zoom out. Let's take a look. What do we got on the short time frames? Well, we clearly have this beautiful green dot and a green dot printing on the lower time frames. Remember, the lower time frames aren't as powerful, but in the immediate future, they can bring us up a little. Now, let's pull a fixed volume profile. This is what I would typically do if I was coming to the charts fresh, right? So we can see that we've come to the underside of this volume, right? This is the underside of this volume. If you see it in the red here, we are currently below the range, right? So this is a shorting area, or this is a longing area, apologies. And this is a shorting area, right? And then delicious beef burger, right? We want to be living on the buns, right? We all like a good set of buns, right? You know what I'm talking about? We want to be on the buns, up top and down below. We don't want to be in the middle, right? We like a good set of buns. So we're looking for the buns to work its way through the meat and get back up to the top. Maybe we look for a short entry up here, right? But for now, let's be patient, right? I wouldn't be jumping in along just yet. I'd be patient to see what this tells us, because we got VWAP crossing over, right? Can we get a bounce off the VWAP on the shorter time frames or not, right? What do we see here? So I see us making our way back. Naturally, we will make our way back to the point of control of this range, right? Naturally, we will work our way back to 22,900-ish area, right? So I'll definitely be setting a take profit there when I get off this stream, just to show that these ranges work, right? You can see a bit of exhaustion, but we have made a higher high. Remember, it's important to see market structure here, and market structure says, well, we're making higher highs. Let's go to the 12-minute. We can zoom in. We can actually look at the nitty gritty here, and we can see that, yes, we have come down, right? 1, 2, 3, right? Now we high, right? Higher, high, right? Retrace, and then hopefully back up. We could have a couple of retracements in here. Remember to pull your fibs, right? If we pull the fibs from down here to down here, we can retrace all the way to the area. That'd be a great long entry, right? Or maybe I take profits and add to it, right? These are the things we got to be watching all the time, constantly watching market structure and how it's working. You can see we're making higher lows all the way up here. So that's very healthy for an uptrend, right? Right now, we need this to get above this, right? We need this price to get above 22,743 to continue. Otherwise, we're looking for a retracement. So we'll see lower lows all the way down and then hopefully back up, right? And that's what you can look at the longer time frames for those kind of moves. We are getting a reversal blue right here because we did get rejected. Maybe they're thinking we could get reversed here, right? We've seen curvature over on these momentum waves. So we got to continue to look at all the things here. Now, are we looking at any other coins, guys? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to you guys trying to get out all the information all at once. We worked a hard day today, carpenter life, but guess what? We cuff it. You can look at ETH right now, and holy smokes, ETH got wow, that's a dunk. Got dunked on, right? We did have these levels marked out in case we wanted to trade ETH. We didn't end up trading ETH, but we're getting a bounce off of this 15.15 for ETH. Matic probably looks very similar. Yes, it does. Very similar, right? But let's take a look at ADA. ADA's making higher highs. That looks pretty healthy, in my opinion. You can very see that. Higher lows, right? That looks very healthy. We had the giant pump with XRP. We've got exhaustion over here at 42 cents. But I'm bragging. It's pretty nice. H-bar's been pumping like crazy on my low here, which made me pretty happy to see it skyrocket recently. So back to the Bitcoin. Hope you're all doing well. Shout out to you guys. You know, we out here, we looking at the charts, we trying to extract profits, and all we can do is keep a fresh mind. Now, what do I always say? I like to say that I appreciate you and I love you guys for supporting this channel. But most of all, practice good risk management, preserve your capital, and be careful out here, right? Be careful because you never know what. Just deleted my not MCB setups. Well, Sniper, you're going to have to fix that, my friend, because you need your setups, man. So right now, I'm looking for more movement upwards, but volume has definitely decreased, right? We got the VWAP underneath the price, which is healthy, which means we might continue upwards, but we might tap onto it as well to continue upwards, right? Look for the VWAP to move up with the price. Also, look for volume to increase a bit because right now we got quite the significant amount of volume pushing the price down, got rejected, and was tried and had a fail, right? Because they had this big increase and then they failed. So let's go over to our friends at the S&P 500 and look at what's happened here. The other day we saw that they were trying to flip this to support. They had succeeded, and now they're doing the same thing, and we'll see if they can continue with this in the coming days, right? Very good. It's held the support. If we zoom out, you can see what I'm talking about, that we've had this trend line that's been respected. It's constantly. Now we are challenging it again much faster than normal. Decision decided yet. So let's be patient. Keep your eyes on this. Don't forget to check your mini futures. It's doing very similar things, right? It's checking, but it's trending more under than above, right? Now, if we look at the American dollar, we can see that we are very negative in the American dollar world. We have come down dramatically, and we are looking for a bounce. We have not gotten that bounce. We have this 101.31 level marked out on our charts from previous lows from before, and we haven't come down to touch that. Now it's just waiting for how the Bitcoin price will react to them because there's always a little bit of reaction. Now we're getting a green dot continuation to the upside. Hopefully we can see this push a little bit higher and get into that take profit zone that we talked about earlier. Now, please don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we out here, we're trying our best to give you the levels. We're trying our best to make sure that you're informed with the prices, where we think it can go, what's going to happen with the market cipher, with all the tools at our disposal. We're trying to give it to you possible, right? So my targets to the upside, 24,000, 25,000, right? After that, quick move upwards. If we zoom out, we can see the quick move upwards. We pull up the VRVP. We look at the volume profile. We can see that in this area, we have a big gap of volume onto the left here. We have a big gap of volume if we do get above, and then back into this range from previous times, right? So we got to watch those levels. Also, let's hide that. Let's zoom in a bit down here, right? And even this out. What we can see down here is that we have these retracement levels at 20,300. Mark these on your charts. Be prepared, right? Be prepared. Price can move either way right now. We are holding this trend line. If you haven't marked out this trend line, it's a very simple trend line to draw. We zoom out here. We snap it on here. All the way down, right? All the way down. Sorry, I forgot your name, but I said I would mention you in this video and you don't know what to do, and you're having a lot of difficulty with risk management and all these things that I truly have to deal with on a daily basis, right? Managing risk, not taking profits, trying to revenge trade in order to make up for lost profits. Been there, done that, had horrible liquidation trades, didn't set stop losses when I entered trades, got liquidated. I've been there, I've done it. We got to share losses as well. Now, it can be frustrating to see Solana pump all the way up to this level that we've had marked out on our charts, by the way, for quite some time. Now, this is the previous range before the FTX collapse, right? When we look at this range, we can see that this is the range before the FTX collapse. Simple, right? Very simple, right? And then SBF had his moment, and went down with the ship, basically. So we've pumped back up, revitalized, right? And all of a sudden, guess what? We've been rejected again and again. Now, for me, my advice with Solana is I wouldn't be trading it. After I saw this wick down here and this wick right here, I was like, I'm not trading this. Because for me, it's unhealthy. It's not a very stable coin. That's why I trade Bitcoin mostly. What's up, Dale? Dale Edgecombe in the chat saying what's up. Shout out to you, my man. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you're getting some value out of this. I appreciate you. I appreciate you joining us. Shout out to you. Welcome to the Otter Gang. We out here trying our best, extracting profits from these markets. Here we go. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Much love. And hope you're doing well. Okay? So my friend asked in the Discord, one of the Otter Gang members was out there asking about, should I get in and should I get out and what do I do? I'm trying to make this money back. Well, first of all, you have to come with a plan to the charts on a daily. You got to come in, first of all, fresh mindset. Reset your mind. Come to the charts. I have this written on my wall right over here, right? Fresh mind, risk management, make a plan. Check your support levels, your resistance, your support and resistance. Mark them out on your chart. We got our levels. This is our range. We've marked it out on our chart, right? We're looking from longs and shorts, from the tops and the bottoms, right? We have our ranges. Now we're looking for confluence throughout those ranges, right? So what would confluence be? Confluence would be a volume profile, right? Fixed range volume profile. Pull it across. Well, look, we got the point of control over here. Could we get a rejection? Of course we can. This is where price is going to stop and have a think, right? So this is where we should take. This is also where we can look for a continuation, a blast through, right? And we can, but we're definitely not looking for a trade in here. This is not a healthy place to trade. Middle of the range is not a healthy place to trade, right? Then what else would I do? Okay, I would pull a fib from top to bottom, especially right here. So I like the 12 minute, so I go to the 12 minute. I will pull a fib from up here at these highs to this low. Well, guess what? Look, we're coming up to a fib. Am I expecting my volume profile? Let's check it out. Well, it's the entering of this area of high volume, right? It's right when you get up into the point of control. Up the volume for more confluence. Not a lot of volume, but also we have this one push of volume here trying to push up. You can see it right here. We got quite a bit more volume than everything else. So it looks like they're trying to push price up, right? You see the effort. Yes, it got wicked down. We got a hammer. We got a shooting star candle, but price is continuing to work its way and make higher lows, right? What is the trend? Let's identify the trend. Well, we got dumped, but we're working our way back up. So currently we're in a sideways trend, but we've been rejected and we're bouncing upwards. We're moving upwards now. So I look for retracements from that. Many of these things you can do before you enter a trade. You should be doing these things before you enter a trade, having your setups and being ready. Courage to watch price dump all the way down, push through, and enter a trade, right? It takes a little bit of courage to be like, okay, this is my levels. I was hoping it would come lower, but I'm going to get in here, and I'll tally in depending on the price. And having a strategy to entering as well as exiting, right? Because you can enter a trade and get amazing entries, but if you don't pay yourself, then what's the point, right? What's the point? So we're moving right back up here. I hope that helps. Shout out to all you guys. Don't forget to like this video. We're out here trying our best. The Otter Gang. Much respect, much love to all of you guys. You know, we're trying to bring the levels to you guys. We're trying to help each other become profitable. But most of all, we're trying to preserve that capital and allow it to grow over time, right? We're not here for a quick fix, but we're here to grow over time as a community. So thank you guys so much for all your support. I'm looking for upside with maybe a rejection to the downside. Nothing is confirmed. My hope, my emotional take is I hope we go to 25K or 24K because I'm currently in this long that is quite juicy, right? Quite a bit of leverage, but great entry, good amount of capital, hoping to take profits about halfway of that range and pay myself, right? I've taken a bit, the stop loss is at entry, and we're doing all right. No complaints, right? So thank you all so much for joining me. I'm going to go because Mrs. Otter has been doing the crane pose for quite some time now. So I'm going to jump off. Thank you so much, guys and girls. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share this, whatever the YouTubers say. I'm just out here trying to do the best I can. So thank you for your love and your support. I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to be legendary, preserve the capital, and practice good risk management and have a safe, healthy mindset. Peace out. Much love to all you guys. Take care and have a great evening, day, however you want to call it. Peace out.